The NASCAR Cup Series travels to Kansas for the Bushy McBush Race 400. We're excited you can join us for our very first episode of Sunday Salutes Together with NASCAR and Coca-Cola. I'm your host, Jesse Iwuji, joined by my co-host, Kim Coon. Kim, I'm super excited about the show, and we have so much to give the fans today.
Absolutely. I'm so excited as well. And, it's always fun when we can combine two things we enjoy, in this case, NASCAR and freedom in this country. And speaking of the military, Jesse, for folks out there who may be unfamiliar with you and your path, tell fans a little bit about your story.
Well, Kim, my story definitely is different than a lot of other drivers. Originally, I'm from Dallas, Texas. Both of my parents immigrated from Nigeria to the U.S. back in the 80s before settling in Dallas, and I naturally gravitated towards football. So in high school, I played football, and eventually I got recruited to play football in college. Played football at the Naval Academy. 4 years, graduated 2010, and became a surface warfare officer in the Navy. I've been in the Navy for the last 11 years, but about 6 years ago, while still active duty, I decided to embark on a crazy journey to become a professional race car driver. And now I am racing in the NASCAR Truck Series and NASCAR Xfinity Series, and it has been a huge blessing of a journey.
Crazy journey is right, and your story is so unique, just like this show is, because unlike most pre-race shows, we'll be bringing you 5 episodes showcasing the military's impact on NASCAR. And I can't think of a better way to kick off Military Appreciation Month. NASCAR and the military have always shared mutual respect, and it's really exciting to bring this to life along with our partners at Coke.
Let's start by sitting down with NASCAR Cup Series driver Corey LaJoie to speak about his appreciation for our troops. And also, me and Corey have a few things in common. But before we kick things off, we have a quick message from the Kansas Speedway president, Mr. Pat Warren.
First, I'd like to thank all the members of the military and the veterans, but especially those who are serving at bases around Kansas Speedway. We have 3 bases immediately in our area: Fort Leavenworth, Fort Riley, which is in central Kansas, and Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Some people don't realize that all of the B-2s for the entire planet are based at Whiteman Air Force Base. It projects force throughout the world and protects our country from Knob Nostra, Missouri. We're really happy to kick off the NASCAR Salutes Together with Coca-Cola campaign this weekend. We're really excited about doing it. We've had a lot of things that we've done with the military in the past, and being the kickoff track is really exciting. We've partnered with tracks in the past. We've had thousands of troops here. We've really focused on those who are either being deployed, who are coming back from deployment. Fortunately, as that's lessened, we've been able to do different things with troops and their families. And I was really excited earlier this week to be able to meet with troops via Zoom, and you're going to see more about that in just a few minutes. But we're really, really happy to kick this off. Coca-Cola is a great partner for the NASCAR Salutes program, and we're excited about NASCAR troops to the track.
I'm Kim Coon, alongside NASCAR driver and U.S. Naval Officer Jesse Iwuji. And for this edition of Sunday Salutes Together with NASCAR and Coca-Cola, we'd like to welcome driver of the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet, Corey LaJoie. Hey, Corey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
As you know, our industry spends the month of May honoring those who serve our country. And really, we're able to do the things we do in part because of both the men and women who keep us safe. For you, what's it like when you see service members at the track? How does it make you feel? How does it inspire you? Maybe put things in perspective.
I mean, I've always loved how Charlotte Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend embrace just all armed forces. You have their pre-race is second to none. We wouldn't be able to do the things that we love to do or have the privilege of doing each and every week if it wasn't for men and women here domestically as well as internationally, providing and securing our freedoms.
Adversity is something faced both on the battlefield and on the racetrack, albeit very different types. How has adversity shaped the person you are today, both on and off the track? And I really want to pose that to each of you.
Yeah, no, adversity, I mean, it happens. It's all over the place. I think on any journey in life, whether you're racing or whatever it is, you're always going to face adversity. We all start at a certain level, wherever it's at. 6 years ago, I was on a warship in the Middle East, and the very next year was racing late models in K&N and had never done it before. But it was a battle. It was a grind to get there. In life, as long as you have a vision, you clearly see it, you go after it, you fully believe it, life rewards those who stay strong enough, long enough.
Everybody's definition or even things they would call adversity changes. You know, like obviously adversity in a battlefield is a heck of a lot more of intense and probably more life or death dependent on what we do, what we consider adversity, whether it's a bad pit stop or losing track position. So I think adversity is a little bit different for everybody. A lot of people are facing different kinds of adversity, whether it be at home, financially, especially with COVID right now. It's impacted a lot of people. And I think that's been adversity for our country and for our world to overcome. So I think being just compassionate for everybody's adversity or challenges they're facing, and also having a good perspective on your own is how to best to deal with it, because it's going to come. It's inevitable. You're going to have some sort of adverse times or adverse seasons. You got to figure out how to get over it.
I want to build off something that Jesse just mentioned, and that's the grind. He's shown how much work he's put into his career. Corey, you are the epitome of grind. It's well known that your motto and the name of your podcast is Stacking Pennies, and that's a grind. And it's really about small wins that build up to big things. So what's a small win you've had on or off track in your career that might actually be partly responsible for where you are today?
I mean, I don't know if it's been necessarily on track. I feel like all the things I've learned incrementally everything I've learned has been on national television in the Cup Series. I didn't get a whole lot of truck races. I didn't get a whole lot of Xfinity races. So I learned the hard way on live television for everybody to watch.
We spoke with several troops from Fort Leavenworth here in Kansas, covering a wide range of topics from the impacts of COVID to NASCAR's engagement with the military.
I'm Pat Warren. I want to first thank you all for your service. I'm sad that we can't have more troops to the track in person. We've done a lot with both Fort Riley, Fort Leavenworth, Whiteman Air Force Base as well. The Army has a special place in my heart. I serve as a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army. So whenever I have a choice, sorry to the Navy, but it's Army first for me. So thank you very much for what you do. And let me know if there's anything I can do for you at Kansas Speedway to make your time at Leavenworth or in the Kansas City area any better.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the intros. It was nice hearing it. It's very interesting. Leavenworth. I mean, you hear about the place, but I've never actually spoken to anybody who has been stationed there. So it's just a very interesting place to serve at. But y'all do what y'all have to do, right? I mean, we have to have
yes.
one.
Hey, Jesse, it might be interesting. You know, most people think of Leavenworth as the federal penitentiary, but as the jobs of the various service members have described, really the Command and General Staff College and Army Operations and Education, Army University, that's really what the Fort is about and what it does. It handles all training and doctrine for the entire U.S. Army. It's really an impressive thing. It was something that I had almost no visibility to before I got into my current role, but the level of reach that Fort Leavenworth has globally is really unparalleled. And I don't, Major Kelly or Major Davison, I don't know if you want to expand on that a little bit, but I think it's something that a lot of people don't realize.
This is where the pretty much all officers at some point in their career will transition through this post to take on their intermediate level education, what they call ILE, and it's basically their command course, the course that they need prior to becoming a field grade and maturing on as an officer. Additionally, a lot of the different agencies of doctrine are here. So, for example, I'm currently at Mission Command Training Program, and we travel all over the world to various Army units and assist them with train up for large-scale combat operations. And a part of that are the war fighters. So basically, each unit will kind of go through a year of training, and we'll go into a 10-day warfighter exercise. Just recently, we had one that involved even the UK and French. So multi-domains, and right now we're focusing on near-peer threats. And so it changes the way after we go through a warfighter, we kind of we sit back, look at lessons learned, and it changes the way that the Army kind of focuses on the training we need to do going forward to get where we need to be to handle these types of events should they occur.
What an honor it was to have a chance to chat with these soldiers. They have so many great stories, and it's so awesome to see what they're doing at Fort Leavenworth. We want to give a big shout out and huge thanks to them for sacrificing what they've sacrificed to protect our freedoms in this country so that we can have awesome race weekends in NASCAR. Now, although I have much love for my fellow service members in the Army, let's not forget the men and women serving in the Air Force fighting the good fight in the skies. And if I remember correctly, we've actually had a lot of past and present drivers who have flown with the United States Air Force Thunderbirds.
That's right, you're correct. And actually, Jesse, I got to fly with them a few years ago. Thrilling experience is definitely an understatement. And after having done a fly along myself, I'm really curious what drivers also had to say about it. So let's take a listen.
This is going to be amazing.
Hey, I'm ready to go.
All right, brother, you ready to have some fun?
Hope I don't lose my lunch. Excited.
It only takes about 1,700 feet to get airborne, and we'll pull this up to near vertical.
This is unbelievable. Oh, holy cow, or whatever that was. A little different view from up here. That is crazy.
Even like doing a little turn is like so much pressure on your body.
Nothing to it, huh?
Not too bad, brother.
Mack Trucks, the official hauler of NASCAR, will once again honor our nation's military by adding the NASCAR Salutes colors on its flagship Cup Series hauler. And this specially designed Mack Anthem will travel to each and every Cup Series event for the rest of 2021. And this year's scheme was chosen by you, the race fans, on social media with 4 very cool designs through this past Friday, April 30th. The votes are now being tallied, and we'll feature the winner here soon.
Thank you to everyone for tuning in to our premiere episode of Sunday Salutes Together with NASCAR and Coca-Cola.
And be sure to tune in to the race today at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1 and come back next week for another great episode. As always, happy race day.
See you next week.
Good racetrack for us. We'll be there at the end and race for it.
Be smart, race the racetrack all day long. We'll give them hell at the end. Good luck to you.
Don't do it like Daytona, but give us a couple more spots here. We got what it takes to do it.
Slow start here. Green flag, green flag.
Teammates, stay in line. Don't worry about the car getting beside you. You got 5 guys behind you.
They're getting ready to wreck like hell here in a second.
I got hooked. Ain't on me, I can assure you that.
Looks on TV like you hit them pretty good.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm okay.
I don't know how bad it is there, man.
Killed.
You know, fucking hold the lever and now it's you. I know what I have to do, but I can't do it.
I'm not super confident, man.
Oh.
That was crazy right there, man. Great job. Well, we tried, bud. We'll clean up those other mistakes. We'll look into those brakes. Good job, everybody.
Sorry about that road. Surprised me.
P32. The 2 car is your winner.